Are the candidates for Conservative Party leader going to actually lead, or are they just going to follow? Follow the liberal narrative of the day, follow the social media narrative of the day, follow what they think other people want them to say? I hope the answer to all those questions is no, no, and no, and I hope we see some great proactive leadership. But that is always the challenge, and I think this is the thing that grassroots members and all interested parties should be pushing the different candidates to do. Now, so far we have seen some policy positions put forward. I had to chuckle about everybody rushing forward to say, yes, I will march in a pride parade, or in the case of a couple people, no, I won't, displaying their social conservative credentials. We had Peter MacKay and Marilyn Gladue both saying, yes, I will march in pride. And of course, the Conservative Convention is going to be in Toronto the weekend of Pride, so maybe the leader can be announced, and then their very first thing is to go and march in the Pride Parade. Look, I'm in support of these LGBT rights and same-sex marriage and so forth. I have no problem with doing all of this, but I find it kind of funny that this would be the first top-notch priority. It seems like what people are really doing is trying to completely deal with the Andrew Scheer question previously and sort of say more what more left-wing media figures want them to say. They're not really leading, they're following on this issue. Maybe they're just getting it out of the way nice and early and we won't hear much about it, or maybe it will become one of the defining issues. We shall see. Aaron O'Toole had an interesting curveball in it all. He said, yes, I will march in pride parades, but not the Toronto Pride Parade, because they have banned cops, and I will not be participating until they reinstate Toronto Police. I think that's a pretty smart move there and strikes a pretty good nuance. I know gay and lesbian police officers who are very upset to see this divisive issue happening in their city, and I think that's a really good way to strike a balance. Good on Aaron O'Toole for all of that. What other policy files are we going to hear progress on and leadership on, though? That's the question. Peter MacKay issuing a statement, a tweet, saying, if I'm Prime Minister, there will be no carbon tax. And I gotta say, that's great, fantastic to hear, but I think that should be sort of the minimum barrier to entry in all of this. It absolutely should, because if you care about the carbon tax, if you want the government to do top-down authoritarian issues when it comes to the climate, a lot of options for you out there. There's the Green Party, there's the NDP. Justin Trudeau, he's doing a pretty good darn job of it after all, forcing unpopular measures on people against their will. I see no reason why the Conservatives need to follow suit. In fact, what would be great to see is a Conservative leader talking about the free market case for environmentalism. Lots of interesting things happening in the academic world and R&D that suggest that there will be a lesser GHG economy coming forward very soon in the coming years and decades. So let the market do its thing, and government should find ways to just kind of empower that and to get out of the way. I'd like to see that conversation be advanced. I'd also like to see these leadership candidates say the strong things that they want to hear said. Here's one. Two very simple words, but they're very tough words for a lot of people to say. Ban Huawei. There you go. I said it. It's not very difficult, and a lot of the experts out there and our allies have said you darn well better do it. Now that Boris Johnson, though, a Conservative with a majority, has done a light touch approval, meaning Huawei will be able to participate in building their 5G grid, but they will have a minimum role and they will be banned from sensitive industries. The worrisomeness is that that presents an opening for Trudeau to approve it, and it seems like he's looking to approve it. The fact that they have said nothing on all of this and they are nervous about how it will proceed, what it will mean for other relationships with China, well, that's kind of a point of concern. Maybe the Conservatives are waiting to see how Trudeau responds to what Johnson does. I don't know. I don't like that. I think leadership is about leading. Put forward your strong, proactive ideas. What proactive ideas do you want to see Conservative leadership candidates put on the table? Let me know. Send me a tweet. Send me an email, because I think in the weeks ahead it'll be really important that people push these candidates to know that, yes, the grassroots is not just looking for winnability or electability, whatever those things mean, but they're looking for strong ideas that matter.